Welcome back to the grind. Today we're going to talk about Hyaku, the fire legendary warrior that will be discounted at the beginning of the Withermoon season coming up next week. I'm actually very excited about this dragon. He looks very cool, and the design as well as the spells. He's kind of like a hybrid, like the spells are very much like a sorcerer, but he does have the warrior breath and a couple spells that are more common with warriors. So I'm going to share with you the information that I was given as a member of the creators faction. There are some different details floating around, but I'm going to focus on the information I was given, and I will make a correction video if needed afterwards. So let's get into it. So his first spell, Meteor, is a white 2-rage spell that damages 13% of dragon's modified HP as damage to all towers in a target area and freezes them for 2 seconds. And then we have Blood Fury, a blue 1-rage spell that will give a net of 2 rage. So you're required to spend 1 rage and you get 3 back. So positive 2, and immediately get that rage. And then for 4 seconds afterwards, you will 1, have decreased rage regeneration by 90%, and 2, any towers that you destroy will heal you for 20% of the damage dealt. And then we have Magic Barrier that lasts 3.5 seconds. It's a white no rage spell that will block all incoming damage and mage super shots. And then we'll have a 5-second cooldown, and then has a dark flak resist. Now I think this will be actually a pretty good warrior. I like the Meteor. It should damage the entire island and freeze the entire island, and that'll give an extra damage boost to help burst down the towers while you're using your breath attack. And Blood Fury will help you with healing, and then the Magic Barrier obviously to avoid mage super shots. So a lot of good things going in his favor. And it actually looks like, if done correctly with pretty precise timing, however, that he will be able to avoid damage for a very long time. So I wrote it all out to kind of keep my mind on track. I'm not sure if this will work perfectly or not, but this is what I'm thinking. If you can load Meteor before getting to the island, now that doesn't work on all bases, but if you have 1 and a full 5 rage, that will help. If not, you can start at the next step. So if you have the 1 and full rage, you use Meteor while on the turn so that the towers don't damage you when you face the island, which isn't easy for everyone. Then you use a second one before it expires. Now remember, it only lasts 2 seconds, and it's going to take some time to travel, so you'll have to shoot it early. At that point, after the second Meteor, you'll have 3 rage left. And before you take damage, you'll want to use Magic Barrier. By that point, you'll have gained a small amount of rage, and you'll be protected from the tower damage for 3.5 seconds while you use your breath attack on the blue mage. Before Magic Barrier ends, you can use Meteor again. You should have 4 rage at that time. And then with the 2 rage left, you'll use Fury, go back up to 4 rage, and then you'll have enough to use Meteor again twice. And if you chain them on with the right timing, you'll have 6 seconds of frozen towers, allowing Magic Barrier to come off cooldown, as it's only 5 seconds. Now that would have to be pretty precise timing to make that work. But you won't necessarily have to have that precise timing, because as a warrior, he should be pretty tanky. So he should be able to take some shots between the meteors and the Magic Barrier, allowing the timing to be less crucial. I'm pretty excited about Hyaku because I think that there's a lot of different combinations that you can do with the spells, and depending on the island setup, it should be pretty fun. And I'm excited to see if this combination works. So here's the runes. There'll be runes to increase Blood Fury duration, as well as Warrior HP. Now, I'm not so sure I want Blood Fury duration increased. It will prolong the amount of time that you will get healing effect, but it also prolongs the amount of time that you have the 90% reduced rage regeneration. So I'll have to see if I want the epic rune on there or not, because I don't know how much longer I want this Blood Fury to be prolonged. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. I hope it gets you excited about Hyaku coming next week. Look out for my other videos coming this week with the information on the other dragons. And see you in the next video.